So it's been a
So
while.
it's been a while since you uploaded. That's you. That's what you sound like. Hello everyone and welcome to Hats Off. I'm your host and permanent alpha, D'Angelo Edwards. So I feel like making a lot of people mad at me. Let's talk shipping. Now, what is shipping, you ask? Oh, you sweet summer child, please go back to the rock you were under. God knows what I wouldn't give for that ignorance. Now, for the rest of you degenerates, you all most likely know already. Shipping is the act of taking two or more fictional characters, if you're lucky, and imagining them in a relationship.
Books are fun, Cricket. They're full of atmosphere, amazing new worlds, fascinating characters, and sometimes they kiss. What?
It's a very popular thing to do in a fandom, and the best part is that the characters you ship don't even have to be in a canon relationship, or have the same canon sexuality, or even have any bits at all. You want a notebook and a clock to bump uglies? Well, for $50 I can hook you up. Shipping derives from the much bigger umbrella of fanfiction, which has been a thing since media has been a thing. Since anything has been a thing, really. All those fancy Renaissance paintings of Christianity? Just old Bible fan art commissions. Old dudes begging to get their OCs to hang out with Jesus. Nerds. Fanfiction has been a popular thing in America for a long time, with the most modern version gaining popularity with Star Trek of all things, with the authors being mostly comprised of the female fans. Probably because most guys can't really write girls that well, but that's neither here nor there.
Keep still, please.
Anything you say, Doctor.
Also, I can't really speak on Star Trek. That is way past my pay grade. Good on you if you enjoy it, but if Tyler Perry is in it, I bounce. But at these Star Trek conventions, these authors would sell their works, trade stories, and just have a grand old time. And as word got out, they began spreading to other fandoms. And when the internet became a thing, forget about it, dude. You couldn't keep people away from the stuff. Even the famed work of Hatsune Miku, Harry Potter, wasn't safe. Fanfiction quickly became its own kind of economy, with people paying other people to write stories, draw pictures, make fan films, and do whatever else they wanted to make the stories they love even better. At least for them. And it's not just America. One of the biggest conventions in Japan, Comiket, primarily revolves around fanfiction, with authors creating doujins or fan comics and selling them in large amounts. And as for the whole copyright thing, that's muddy. Don't ask me about that. There are way more qualified people.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Life is really hard.
But getting back on track, one of the most popular subcultures in fanfiction is shipping. And recently, it feels like that's all the internet cares about doing when it comes to cartoons. Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Voltron, Avatar, and recently Owl House are all series that have been overtaken by talks of shipping. And sometimes, it can get a little overwhelming. Talk of plot and action are pushed to the side, just to figure out which of the emotions in Inside Out want to bang. It's clearly fear and anger, look at this big twink energy. But honestly, with all this talk of shipping, and which characters are going to date, and which characters are LGBT, and all of this debate, if this starts to upset you, chill out for a bit, dude. It's just people having fun. Ha! I got you. I don't think that shipping is ruining animation. You idiots clicked on the video. Wait, don't click off, I still got stuff to say. Shipping, along with most fanfiction, is harmless. It's just people having fun with the media they love. By using the characters they relate to, it helps them come to terms with who they are as a person. That's why it's really popular in the LGBT group. Faction? Demographic? Whatever, they love that stuff. And as long as they're respectful of each other's work, I really can't see any harm in letting them have their fun. So what if some dude thinks Lance and Keith should date? Are you really gonna let that ruin your day?
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt!
Everyone consumes media for a different reason. Some people want to see people kiss. I want to see people kiss their swords. It takes all types. However, I do think that shipping can become a problem when a few things start to happen. One of those things happened with one of my newest favorite movies, Promare. Promare is a super dumb, super fun, super trigger movie. Great action, great animation, story, and it's generally just a fun time. And gay people ate it up. From the second it came out, I think, rough estimate, 1 million pictures of the two leading dudes being real good homies were drawn. Like real good homies. And for some people, it was a little misleading. It's fine for people to have their headcanons and their fanfic, but there are thousands of people who are convinced that the two main characters are canonically LGBT, and that the movie itself is a piece of LGBT media. And that can be damaging, because it's really not. And if it is, they did a really bad job handling it. I've seen a lot of people excited to watch it for the LGBT rep, only to come away disappointed because it wasn't there. One of my favorite podcasts has a lesbian member, and because of the movie being hyped up as an LGBT product, she was sorely let down by it, and it lowered her thoughts of the movie overall. And that's not fair, because the movie never really presented itself as such. Queerbaiting is a real thing, and it happens a lot, but sometimes when people are excited, they kinda jump the gun and see something that's not there. Another problem I've seen is when shipping kinda dominates the discussion in a piece of media. Okay, so I know that not everyone cares about shipping, and that a show's talking points will never be completely dominated by talk of shipping, but man, the shippers are really loud, right? Most recently, I've seen this happen with Owl House, with the main talking point of the show being Luce's and Amity's budding relationship. Alright, real quick, I like the Owl House. I think it's a great show with some problems, but overall good. But I don't know about the way they're treating this relationship. I feel like it's happening too quick. Like, in the span of one episode, Amity became a quivering mess whenever she's in front of Luce, and it feels kinda rushed. I don't have a problem with the relationship, just how they're handling it. Also, for all of the idiots out there who think that they started rushing it because of the reaction to the Grom episode, animation does not work like that. This stuff is done months, if not years in advance. Take your weird theories somewhere else. But yeah, regardless of the quality, this relationship has definitely boosted Owl House's popularity. And I'm glad it's doing well, but at the same time, I feel like with the added popularity of the shipping, Disney's other shows are kinda being left behind. Mainly Amphibia and Big City Greens. Now, both of those shows are popular in their own right, but I don't see nearly as much fan art for those two compared to the Owl House. And if you ask me, I think Amphibia is better than the Owl House, both in terms of animation and execution of the story. But that's not what we're talking about. If your main reasons for watching a show is because of the shipping, that's cool, that's fine, more power to you, but don't let that stop you from watching a show because there's nothing to ship. Shows have a lot more to offer besides seeing which characters are going to end up together. And this is just me speaking, but if I spent all this time crafting a cool world and story only for the people watching it to care about two very unlikely people hooking up at the end, I would feel kinda bad. I'm not asking anyone to stop shipping, making fan art, or even to stop enjoying the media the way they want to enjoy it. That would be gatekeeping, and gatekeeping is gross. I'm just asking people to maybe try stepping out of their bubble for a sec. Heck, I even tried shipping once. The first characters I ever wanted to get together were Korra and Asami, and that worked out for me, and so you are welcome for me legalizing gay marriage. You know your boy got your back. But seriously guys, as long as you're not hurting anyone, or spreading misinformation, live your truth, chase your bliss. Life is way too short to let anyone tell you what to do. That's why I embezzle so much. Okay, bye guys!